Alright guys, it's time for me to plagiarize some goddamn career fucking beauty work. So I couldn't figure out how to record on my iOS Bill Gates device without it going all quiet, because for some reason when you do screen recording they think you don't want to be able to hear the audio of what you screen recording yourself. But I just figured out, dude, we got tumbleweed right here all along. So let's watch a real video about real non going to bed type shit go on when you sitting down. Alright? This is how you ask members of member organizations, whether their name be Mr. Gold Dick or Mr. Gold Suck, or this guy or that guy or this woman or Alyssa Slutkin, finally getting to go to sleep after all her hard work for community. So now, well, guess what? We haven't figured out the truth yet. Now we have ultimate. This is Representative Jasmine Crockett investigating Proud Boys white supremacy and and Republicans playing dumb with fucking May 20, 2026 apparently upload video YouTube. But just in case the goddamn Democrat Proud Boy white supremacist community wants to take it down to hide a secret little bank they got for SPLC just to afford a slushie from McDonald's, when they could be going to Regal goddamn Masterpiece Theater watching real theater play out for like $17 for like one of the bigger slushies or the little slushie. They good slushie in different colors too. So I don't know, it depends on where you sit though, which chair you in, ho. You want the blue red slushy or whatever, it's gonna be like $1 million at Regal Theater locally. Or if you go to AMC, which is a graphics card that's not NVIDIA powered, well, it's still gonna be like $1 million by then. But that doesn't matter, cause it's the fucking neo-Nazi Proud Boys. We'll see. Let's explore. We're recording, right? And now, boom.
It is so hard to sit here and listen to this. That's one reason I watched the majority of this and didn't actually sit in this room, because I'm sure my faces would have told everything that I was thinking.
And luckily, let me interject here. This camera, they must fucking, the proud fucking camera whatever wanting to turn all my videos pink and yellow that matter. Well, now I escape, but now fucking represented. Every time anyone talks some real shit, they turn all pink and yellow for some reason. So I guess that's how you know confirmed freedom is happening right here. Why is pink and yellow the freedom color, and now I'm like baby cyan blue? What does pink and yellow represent? It's like Peepee and like pussy color or some shit. I don't fucking know. How am I know? Do I look pink and yellow? I wouldn't have the answer. And when pink and yellow though, at the same time, you listen to what the fuck they say.
Is there anyone that finds it odd? Well, can we start here? I'm gonna start with the entire panel.
Or even
Are the Proud Boys
odd
a white supremacist organization? Yes or no? Starting with Miss Wiley.
shit. Miss Wiley tried to escape. Face the fucking fax machine when you call it up, and it answered fast. I already said this to the fax machine community, but fucking idiots of fucking non-listening to this type shit, because they don't know how, because they too unproud of figuring out the truth from at least some fax machine you can call and it answer better than fucking dispatch or fucking this person who can't call me back. You know what the fax machine told me earlier when I called its number from a smart community when I tried to do contact? It did, and I didn't have to ask for a fucking representative to get that information. Now did it? It immediately fucking responded. Now, let's continue.
Few they are.
It depends on how you define it. I have a book.
Okay, never mind.
It
Next.
depends on how you
It's a
define
yes
it.
or no. Proud Boys, how they define themselves. Are they white supremacists, yes or no?
I have not read a description of how they
Okay,
define
that's
themselves.
fine.
And mind you, I asked some stupid ass shit earlier before I remembered the fax machine already told me kind of a better hint. So the Proud Boys doesn't just mean the upcoming, like, gay guys from upcoming June month that trying to be like, alright, we're so proud of like a month after that when we're Freedom Pride. fireworks type shit that now we turn gay and suck dick. So that's a different kind of proud and boy community going on. When this representative of Jasmine Crockett is referencing and questioning about Proud Boys, she's not referring to just any old Proud Boy. She's referring to an officialized organization of bitches as fucking terrible. Well, we'll find out actually. I don't know. What is a Proud Boys community? This is an organization, not just anyone who says, I'm proud to be a boy. Are you stupid? Why you be proud to be a boy anyway, unless you gay? But, other than that, there's another terrible option you could choose if you watch the rest of my video. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Or not?
So are you only on the mailing list?
This isn't my video, though.
I'm not like the SPLC. I don't fund organizations that I'm in.
Oh, it just seemed like you were saying because you haven't received their mail, you only received the mail of white supremacists. But go ahead, last witness.
No, they're not white supremacists.
And you know what? I do believe that y'all believe that. Let's try another one. Neo-Nazis. Miss Wiley.
Well, yes.
Okay, so I think I'm breaking it down. The boys here, they're not proud to say anything. They're like, I'm confused. But the girls are like, is a neo-Nazi a white supremacist probably? Or just officially anti, like, this guy with all the missiles type shit? But I think, what if they did a compadre thing and the SPLC basically just funded white supremacy anyway? Or some type of shit. And they were proud about that. They won't contact me back on Instagram when I try to get them their money back for the slushy. $2. $2 nobody donated to SPLC. Because, well, they already wire frauded it to the Proud Boys or some shit. Or am I wrong?
Let's try another one. Neo-Nazis. Miss Wiley.
Well, yes.
What? Nazis is in their name. Neo-Nazis, Dr. Swain.
Is the question still
Well,
about
what if they can't see their own name because they cannot see? Well, then they're colorblind, and that's a false theory. These guys know they white, and they fucking stupid assholes. They ain't supreme about shit, but they wanna be. But they ain't even proud enough to say it. So we gotta fucking just ask the woman. They're like, well, I think a neo-Nazi and a Proud Boy, those are basically terrorist organizations embedded with our own community that Cash Patel saved being paid $2 more by SPLC, thank fuck. Anyway, the Proud Boys and both the neo-Nazis and both another number of fucking like assholes. It's coming up. I haven't watched the video enough.
boys, or is it about the
Neo-Nazis. We have moved on.
And the reason why it's like Neapolitan ice cream Nazis and not just normal Nazis is because the CIA already beat the normal Nazis if you weren't paying attention earlier. So we got the Neo ones because they want to be like Neo from whatever stupid ass anime Star Trek, but they're not cool. They're white supremacists, which mean they lame because they can only see the color white, I guess, but they can't even admit it because they're like, oh, I can't see. Or they just dead and arrested by now, hopefully.
are hate groups, and I have a book, 2002.
Okay, thank you so much. So we're
hate
gonna.
groups
So
that I suggest that you all read.
I'm reclaiming my
Allow
time.
them.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Damn
Neo-Nazis. Are they white supremacists?
Right. Or
Neo-Nazis?
correct.
Are they white supremacists?
Yes or no?
Yes.
What's that?
Yes
This
or
guy
no?
not only cannot see, but he cannot hear. And that's not good. His name is Mr. Perkins, all looking perky. I bet he hiding man titties that are secretly kind of perky under that suit, being able to not hear so well. What is that? You not adhering to being a old white man. You automatically stupid. You don't get to answer the question because you don't get fan mail from the bitches. You get fan mail from the January 6th guys who finally they getting arrested, hopefully, or they dead or some shit just by tripping over like a stupid ass fucking pebble. I don't know.
Which I would join with any member of the Democratic Party. Mr. Nadler earlier was talking about standing up
Okay,
for the Jewish.
reclaiming my time. Next.
Yes, they're white supremacists.
Thank God. Jesus Christ, I didn't think we were going to get there. Oh my gosh, let me be clear.
And then
Proud Boys.
what just happened then?
reclaiming my time. Next.
Yes, they're white supremacists.
Thank God.
That sounded like me to a biological man voice confirming that yes, they are white supremacists. So now we have the dual-ended fucking confirmation from both of the biologies trying to psyop sports community that all these people we were questioning, Proud Boys, white supremacy, and I gotta click this again to double check. Proud Boys, neo-Nazis, and white supremacy. Are they all basically the same fucking thing from January 6th being a shithead? Yeah. See? You watch the video, or can you, like, you need me to play it again? Can you, like, hello?
Oh my gosh, let me be clear. Proud Boys are freaking white supremacists. Neo-Nazis are too. And this president, who loves to coddle white supremacists, has decided that they should be given checks. The reasons that I pointed to those particular...
And why you have to check on that is because it's kind of weird that SPLC is funding, like, white supremacists when they're like, we're the people who are fighting against white supremacists. So that deserves a double check or two, you know? Just to be like, is this kind of odd or even? In our community, a spatial theory, these SPLC guys want to pretend that, like, it's their job to fucking supposedly pretend that they're supporting what? Like, people pretending to be, like, the top figures of white supremacist community when we're trying to fucking fight for Indian country in our own fucking goddamn country. So, we're busy with that, but these fucking assholes somehow are still like, the CIA beat the fucking shit and killed out a whatever one-ball Nazi, so now, I don't know, that's so inspiring. I also want to be just like Khamenei and die basically as an idiot, but I'm gonna call myself Neapolitan ice cream even though I'm only white supremacy. And then SPLC gonna try to take Cash Patel's job to like do a fucking race op too and like try to steal everybody's job, just like the aliens did for Mars, but we sent them back to Mars for Elon. And she can verify that.
It's because you can go and read, I don't know how many articles as Dr. Swain wants people to read up. I'm going to be clear, I've read my fair share of books. I do have my fair share of degrees.
Multiple.
It is clear that neo-Nazis as well as Proud Boys joined in on January 6th. Yet this slush fund that they keep talking about is specifically to give them money. So how dare this majority sit here and try to lecture this organization about money? Now, we're not talking about tax-paying dollars as we are in that slush fund.
We're talking about literally $2 that nobody had the heart to pay SPLC after they already got their ass kicked for doing fraud or just being stupid. Why you funding all this bullshit, trying to do jobs that you don't have the jurisdiction to do, even if you were on the good side? But no, you the white supremacy neo-Nazi side, turns out. So you were part of one ball community too. Doesn't mean that we get to kill you and do a D-Day on you. We just lock you up or you trip over a pebble or some shit. I don't fucking know. Or you just shut the fuck up. Because even you don't know what's going on, because you can only see a white supreme color that like isn't so supreme after all. Did you know this video has multiple colors in it all along?
But you're telling me that $2 billion in the same country that I'm sure some of y'all would struggle with whether or not the enslavement of black people was good or bad. I'm not even going to go there and ask y'all the question because y'all struggle with defining that these people
was it good or was it bad? Well, I'd say, I don't know, black people can be pretty badass and bad in a good way, but slavery of anybody that didn't volunteer for slavery themselves, give consent for slavery, well, that's a violation of consent, which is basically just rape. And this is a woman talking real shit. So even if you is colorblind, you can recognize this is a woman talking real shit, even though his name is Miss Crockett or Mr. Goldman at the same time. And sorry, I did a pronoun there. I'm still trying to learn from the guys from New York Time Post, or not Time Post, but New York Post with the red color. What a fucking difference is between a gun person and a dress and shit. So I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but that's a whole nother color problem.
But this country still hasn't thought that reparations made sense for black folk in this country. But at the same time, they've decided that people that are in organizations that are absolutely white supremacy organizations should get our tax dollars because they decided to tear apart or attempt to tear apart our democracy. They are being rewarded. These are people that went through our criminal justice system. When people on that side of the aisle claim that they love law and order, They went through it. They either entered pleas of guilty or they were found guilty. And this president, on day one, his priority was not around racism. It was around doing things like letting them go and now putting money in their pockets. We haven't had one hearing on white supremacy. Yet when we look at things like the killing of Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the 9 worshipers who were murdered at the Mother Emanuel AME Church, the 23 people murdered in 2019 during a shooting at Walmart in El Paso, the 10 people murdered during the 2022 shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, all of these were murdered by white supremacists who were empowered by the Republican Party's racist rhetoric and policies. This is the same party that wants to drag us back to the Jim Crow era. Some say that there
Yeah, no, fuck that. Why would I go to the Jim Crow era when I can just like have skinny arms and be sexy in any color and free, thanks to this goddamn fucking beautiful government community?
Taxes, and I guess it's because they're not listing the amount of money. But when you tell somebody that they've got to go and pay for something, say like a passport that costs over $100 in order to be able to vote, that looks like a poll tax to me. Some of y'all need to read up on your history books, the very same ones that the Republicans have decided that people should not hear about, because you don't want real history taught in our schools because you're afraid that it's going to hurt people's feelings to know that their ancestors were so savage that they would enslave black folk. You don't want them to understand why the 14th Amendment mattered then and it matters today. You don't want them to understand that when they draw these racist lines and tell black folk that they shouldn't have representation in this country, that it is against the Constitution.
I'm the
you want them to be ignorant so that they can sit up here and be
Time
your
of the
token
gentle
for
lady
your
has
mission.
expired.
And she was being gentle, representing Texas. And that's why I sent all my Marin Dick intel to Mississippi so they can make a museum teaching all the fucking like sexy white mamas who were ignorant and shit, like all the fucked up shit their ancestors did. And I'm pretty sure they even taught in the DOE, at least when I was a baby, so maybe I'm biased, I don't know, that slavery was not cool and the white people did it, and they did it very bad in Mississippi, Peepee. But apparently being gentle about a miss I'd sip the pee-pee of, like, I don't know, is that a problem? So, I don't know. If I consent to it, then it's not a problem. But, did anyone consent to slavery? Usually not. So, this is truth factor. I don't know if we've come to a fuller conclusion yet, or if it helps that like I'm here to talk about it, and representative, or that might stand for Republican, I don't know, Jasmine Crockett is here to teach us that the Proud Boys and the white supremacists and the neo-Nazis are all the fucking same thing, and the Republicans are playing dumb because they some dumbasses. Even though, what does rep stand for? Reputation? Or is she Republican in democracy disguise? Because, I don't know. She chill as fuck. Like, what the hell, guys? Do people not know about slavery or anything in this country or what happened? Like, when they live in it? Isn't that kind of suspicious? Like, maybe they invaded and they're retarded. So, can we just slushy deport them? Like, the fuck? Who doesn't fucking know about that shit and need to be reminded? Or are they so like mad that they, like, I don't know, couldn't keep doing fucking slavery, guys, that they want to try to bring back the fucking Nazis who the CIA kicked the ass of as like now Neapolitan ice cream and try to get away with it? The fuck? And they show up at January 6th, which is now a bad fucking look, because like president was like, I didn't fucking invite these guys, but all they showed up, fan mail and shit. So that's horrible. And it's just like the guys who did all the rape all across the world. If the U.S. was involved with helping them, well, now we're not, because they're terrible people. But like, that's a whole different topic that you can find in my previous or future videos. but I gotta do more intel research to find the next one to analyze. Personally, I don't know. I'm not black, but also I'm not colorblind. And am I white? I'm half white. I'm half Filipino. Got raped by a Spanish community as a Pacific island. So my ancestors didn't go through fucking USA involved enslaving Africa of the most countries in the fucking world just to try to like be fucking pieces of shit back in the day. I don't know who tricked them into doing that shit, thinking it was cool. So George Washington. So all this freedom we fought for to free ourselves from Maria Bobiba, just so fucking asshole could flip off Bobiba and be like, I'm riding my horse getting a DOI because you guys are wearing red. And then we kicked their ass for wearing red. And then he's like, alright, what's the next color we want to kick the ass of for freedom? So then we just do the complete reverse opposite freedom thing and basically do the worst thing in the world, and do slavery. But now guess what, guys? Slavery brought us back to freedom because now all the people that you thought you could take advantage of, especially the people from Africa and including women, and also at the same time, whether or not they name Mr. Goldman or fucking Representative Jasmine Crockett, which is a badass name. So I don't know. Whether or not anything, well, now they're the most powerful people in government and community asking the real questions. So if you haven't learned about that enough, well then you can follow me on my YouTube channel or cyberstalk me on my YouTube channel. That's okay. I don't fucking give a shit. I consent to it. But is that too complicated? I don't fucking give a shit. This isn't Navy SEAL math. Let's watch another
I don't
one.
know where I want to start. Like, I am so frustrated with this country. And I don't think that I'm
Me
the
too.
only one. And
And I can confirm that she's not. You got me also so frustrated with the country of United States of America for employing all these members of the gas fucking station to be all confused about what the fuck we talking about here in Congress, that don't go to bed on the weekend, that would actually reply to my email if I needed to email Congress, that fucking actually stay awake all the way over their community, where I could just call up the fucking black box station of the NSA badasses for confirmation that yeah, they have a full-time SWAT team and they do all the cool shit in the world type shit. And guess what? They also have sexy black women on their SWAT team. They also have sexy white women on their SWAT team. They also have sexy fucking people of all sorts of diversity, color theory in their SWAT team. So suck my dick, January 6th. How do I join the world chat for that? I hope you guys are all dead in your own asshole. And if you're not, well, it's not a crime to be alive and also a member of a piece of shit community. You're enslaved to the worst fucking brain op possible, not even being a member of a gas station community who doesn't understand like Congress who stay awake, or like why the fuck we go to Iran to save them from, well, their regime, and then it turns out the bitches, even on YouTube, on non-Iranian YouTube, on American YouTube with an American accent, pretending to be from Iran and cool and shit, doing art and shit, complaining that nobody understands that it sucks to like be in Iran because Iran life is perfect, so we're winning as civilians, and the regime does suck, but like I don't fucking know. I'm connected to a VPN, so I can't say anything. When they pretend to do that, turns out that's just another government out proving that the civilians in the fucking Iran, they just got killed 30,000 times before we sent fucking missiles to Khamenei doorstep just to piss him off so he blow up for his own birthday, finally. Thank God. Strait of Hormuz all shut the fuck up finally, so the Navy SEALs can finally get fucking rest too, because there's a million boats stuck over there, so if they want to fucking do this boat or this boat or this boat, Navy SEALs like, why didn't they bring up the fact we don't need to make another boat just for our fucking laundry, bro? We can just like fucking, why don't we just VBSS and then add the extra step and take the boat? I don't want to fucking build another goddamn laundry shit, bitch. And I could be black, white, fucking Peepee color, fucking pink color. I could be an alien from outer space, just not a one that's an illegal alien, because that could be a spy, and it probably is. Or it's like Home Depot theory or some shit. And that's not fucking racist or some shit, or colored, blind, fucking whatever. That's people, we want people of our own community in our community. If that makes sense. Okay?
know that we have former law enforcement here. As someone who worked with law enforcement consistently as a practicing lawyer, I'm quite concerned. I'm alarmed by some of the things that you said, specifically, Mr. Speciale. Am I saying it correctly? Okay. Mr. Speciale, you said, and I may quote you incorrectly, so correct me. You were warning your family about the possibility of the FBI busting into your home. Is that correct? Close enough?
Yes, because they were raiding American citizens all over the United States for trespass.
And you'd agree with me that that's, I mean...
No, I don't agree that you should use FBI tactical teams to raid people who are trespassing.
That's not what I was saying. I'm sorry. I was moving a little slow because I wanted to make sure I quoted this correctly.
This guy's just hallucinating excuses to fucking finally deploy full-time SWAT when people are trespassing for either being spies or they just trespassing, they jaywalking, I don't know. They could be trying to copy Paul Revere's OG meme where he flip off the British on his horse, all drunk as shit. They try to charge him with a DOI for riding a horse. That's not a vehicle, that's a horsey.
Are you aware that the FBI recently executed a search warrant at a Washington Post reporter's home?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. But you'd agree with me that doing something like that with the FBI sounds like what you were afraid of happening. And to be clear, that never happened to you, correct?
No, it didn't, but I was aware of the FBI investigation for 2.5 years.
But you did not, so they never busted into your home. But you were concerned and you felt like that would be wrong. And so what I'm trying to understand is that there's a lot of complaints about the Ray FBI, and I won't opine on that, but I will make it clear. And Mr. Romano, help me out if I'm wrong, but was Mr. Ray appointed by Donald J. Trump himself? Mr. Christopher Wray, who was the FBI director. Okay, so he was appointed by Donald Trump. And right now, it's interesting because we sit here and we're talking about domestic terrorism, and every day there are Americans concerned about
the gas
and what ICE is doing.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you a different question that you may be familiar with. As it relates to the training that the average FBI officer gets before they are admitted as officers, is it...
Well, first they gotta get fucked over by Mohela or not, and then they gotta get the training of like basically a bachelor's degree. If you just wait like 2 more seconds completed, can't have an associate's degree, can't have fucking student loan from Mohela, because Mohela busy stealing the money from FBI, basically, if you look at the numbers and run the percentages and shit. I mean, I could be wrong now, thankfully, because Pete from South Park gonna make a new update, be like, alright, we finally made a new Navy ship, and it's just like a little tugboat. Never mind. I can't reveal any more secret information.
147 days, yes or no?
I don't think that I'm the person that you should be asking that question. I think that the retired FBI agent should be.
Anybody want to answer that who's been in law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am. The FBI Academy ranges anywhere from, it changes in length and duration. It can go from 12, 14, 16, it's up to 18, 20 weeks.
Okay.
Time.
Thank you so much. So here it is.
The FBI is employed by time? Well, I didn't learn that in my training, and I'm not saying I'm them, or them, or whatever. What fucking time is it? Time for me to fucking smoke a cigarette, butt-ass community for whatever this bullshit is. So, fucking Pete from Hagsworth made a new Navy tugboat. So now we can finally pay the FBI a little bit more money. That's still Mohela gonna steal more of the fucking spend on student loan people who are gonna waste it on not working for the FBI. They're gonna donate to SPLC $2 before they realize that's a meme. And then, they're not gonna enlist in fucking military because they ain't keeping up with Pete from South Park, who pays to go on South Park and be like, guys, the barracks are finally fixed. Yes, we asked the fucking army to fucking make it, obviously, because that's what construction work is. You enlist in the army to do construction if you want to do construction, or you can actually enlist in construction locally if you want to be sexy too. It's fine. It doesn't fucking matter. You get paid either way. But if you want to enlist in the military, you can't have finger tats. But you can be Pete from Hagsworth, revealing he has, like, passed his finger test looking cool. And then also he was on South Park. And I didn't even know that till I interviewed my local community. If Pete from South Park was gay, before knowing he was from South Park. And they, like, discussed things. The one guy who knew who I was referring to when I said Petey Hagsworth, He was like, dude, the guy from South Park. Do you think? And then he's like, oh, and they all look like I'm dressed up like fucking suit or whatever. They don't know why I got sexy tat here. Does this look gay? Well, I don't know. Even the USMC would be like, I can't fucking tell. But that doesn't mean I'm a fucking white supremacist because your fucking stupid ass exposure settings. I'm not gonna fix it. I try so hard. The NSA could probably do it for me, or maybe it's perfect. I don't know. You know I have a sexy tattoo, or am I the same person? I just respawn. Just look at the other fucking videos. I probably leave my tattoo around. I'm wearing a crop top too. It doesn't matter. I don't got a belly tattoo. At least you pierced my foreskin for me, bitch. And that's not a request. That's an observation. Denial of a disowned service attack to save me from Elisa Liu. So I'm gonna analyze this again.
People, and I know that there have been conversations about political opponents. I believe
I
it
was
may
just
have
talking
been
about it.
you, Mr. Payota, that you talked about political opponents being prosecuted. Let me ask you, Mr. Romano, though. Are you aware that this DOJ has gone after Jerome Powell, or is going after Jerome Powell?
I'm aware of reporting to that effect, yes.
Are you aware
Yeah,
of
dude,
this
did
DOJ?
you see that shit? So Jerome Powell left his fucking seat of whatever percent community finally. He's like, I'm gonna stand up after all this time. I didn't need to. Probably respawn later again, but it doesn't matter for now. I'm working for FBI bomb defusal, bitch. Look at my badge. And you can find the fucking images on either FBI Instagram or FBI Instagram when it's Cash Patel Instagram. And I can't confirm or deny because it's confusing. Like, they're basically the same thing, but not, because Cash Patel is actually not the FBI, but he is. He's like an individual person, but he is also the FBI. And what? So the FBI can't go to a bar and drink a smoothie? When it's a slushy, even? The fuck? For freedom, bitch. So, I don't know. That's a whole lot. But anyway, yeah. Powell finally got the fuck up just to have a drink of his own of like, I'm a fucking disarm a bomb now? And dude, that's not what I'm interested in. So don't interest me in that, Powell. Go sit your ass somewhere else. Please. Because I don't want to disarm a bomb. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Why would anyone try to disarm a bomb and learn how to do that? It's a dumbass decision. If you fuck that shit up, then you just become any.
After Tish James.
But hey, if you never fuck it up and you know how to do it, you flipping people off as a sig int during the process of training that simulation, well, that makes sense to me. Congratulations to Jerome Powell. Finally getting the fuck up from his seat. He's just gonna sit back down later and be like, alright, bomb ass time. Now I'm gonna go back to talking about percent numbers and nonpartisan information, which is beautiful. That's not colorblind. That's not white supremacy. That's Jerome Powell just sitting back in the chair being like, hell yeah. We got a fun, more fucking badass architecture. And we got a fun, more badass architecture. I'm not gonna change this rate cut. Or do this fucking whatever Pearson when Elisa Liu is obviously trying to like steal it from Marin job or my own job. It's my own fucking shit. So don't fuck with it or offer to, please. Or it doesn't matter. It's not actually offensive. I mean, like, to me, or maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to be a baby for a mama. That is my Marin mama. So, that's all I believe in, really, after all. Does that make me a bad person? Because I don't also want to be like the guys who disarmed a fucking bomb? On anything. Even if I'm interested in special whatever. I don't want to disarm a bomb. And anyone who does, get that guy away from me, because I don't want to fucking be involved in those missions specifically, but I'll do everything else, so that's chill. Jerome Powell can disarm bombs.
Yes.
Are you aware of this DOJ going after James Comey?
Yes, after the president tweeted that they should.
And are you also aware that James Comey is not currently being prosecuted? His case was dismissed.
I am.
Are you also aware that Tish James' case was dismissed?
Yes.
Are you also aware that a number of times that they tried to indict Tish James, they were unsuccessful?
I am.
Now, as a career prosecutor, how many times did you have to try to get people indicted before you could finally secure an indictment?
I never had the grand jury reject an indictment that I presented.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it seems like maybe they still need you there because they are struggling. In addition to that, I want to talk because it like the conspiracy theories are driving me insane. And maybe it is because I'm used to the law, just being the law and practicing and getting into a courtroom. And maybe it's because I've been there. But I am so confused about how they're like, oh, these poor little people, they did nothing wrong. And that's why the president let them all out of prison. Let's talk about the process, okay? Because you can say that an investigation has been flawed, and Lord knows, as a criminal defense attorney, it was my job to make sure that I dug into every single flaw, because I can tell you in almost every single prosecution that I've had to go up against, the only thing I was looking at is how much did you mess up so that I could represent my client well, right? But it didn't mean that I would get them off. So I'm trying to figure out, did these people, over 1,000 people, get convicted of something that they did in a criminal way on January 6th, yes or no?
Yes.
Get them
Okay,
on.
so then you come back and they were convicted by what? A jury? Some of them?
Mostly juries, some judges.
And some people actually did what we call a plea bargain, correct?
Correct.
Meaning that they walked in and they said, I am guilty, correct?
Dang.
Yes.
Okay, so the final point that I'll make, because I know I'm running out of time, is there was some stuff about white supremacists and the concerns about people being alleged to be white supremacists. Some of the people that got convicted were neo-Nazis. Have they been clarified as white supremacists or not?
Yes.
Some of the people were
Finally.
Proud Boys. Have they been declared as white supremacists or not?
I believe so.
Finally,
Okay,
I'm proud of
and
my
then the
community
Confederate
too.
flag, has that
The which flag?
sometimes been associated with white supremacist groups?
I would certainly say it was during the Civil War, and since
Which
Okay,
flag?
and then
The
there's
Confederate
sign,
one,
I'm not gonna
probably.
do it, but
I
it
don't
looks like
fucking
the
know what
okay
else you could have put
with the
said.
hand gesture. Has that been associated with white supremacy?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as one of the prosecutors that prosecuted some of these cases, did you not have defendants that you felt like may have been white supremacists based on the investigations?
Yes, in some cases we had evidence explicitly of it.
Thank you so much. I'll yield.
A which investigation? We can't be supporting white supremacy, guys. We can be supporting, like, I don't know, white being chill, I guess. Like, there are white people in our community, but, like, white supremacy? The fuck? Didn't we already beat Nazis, and then neo-Nazis, and then the Proud Boys on the stupid-ass motorcycles being gay type shit, riding the stupid, oh, I lean back motorcycle, look at me. Or the other guys who ride the sport bikes, which is pretty cool, but that gonna hurt your back after a while, just to be sexy. Why don't you ride the fucking perfect hybrid motorcycle, which, I forget what it's called. Or you could just do a dual sport on fucking street rally and be illegal. But it's actually legal if it's a specific motorcycle, the most badass thing you rarely ever see. So either do a dual sport, ride a motorcycle, flap your ass for freedom, for Paul Revere getting his fucking intelligent horse thing stolen by the fucking British government because they couldn't realize that, okay, he was drunk back in the day doing a DUI on a horsey. Is that a vehicle or is he just traveling? I don't know. It's a threat to our sovereignty. So all I'm saying is British was fucking white supremacy, basically. As a red color and stupid. There's a lot of white people from Britain, but there's a lot of white people in America. But the neo-Nazis and shit, I don't know. I can't justify shit. I hope just that we took care of January 6th. But if they're trying to meme to me that they didn't, well then that's fucked up. I don't fucking know what to believe anymore. Or January 6th was just a meme psyop that was just planned all along to be like, look at the government planning a fake thing the media's totally gonna believe, for Lisa Liu or some shit to come out as gay later on. But we still don't know. Uh-oh. So the AOC is pissing in our fucking water. Alright, so I just saw this guy get injured in a recent car accident, but I'm the DMV, so I don't give a shit.
Environmental Protection Agency's Office of Water, correct?
Correct.
And in your written testimony, you communicated a value that I think we all appreciate, which is that a top priority for EPA is ensuring continued drinking water safety, right?
Correct.
And this is
The
a
Environmental
bedrock foundational value of the EPA, and it's one of the big reasons why it exists.
Because, guys, did you ever observe what happened when you go bathroom and not do something really weird? You just do the default weird shit the Buddha with all the badges tell you to do. You wake up, don't look at your phone, go to the bathroom, do your business, which should mean if I'm Buddha ball community with 50,000 badges wearing orange color for sex group community, but not really. I could mean that too, but whatever. You put that in your toilet or wherever, you put it down your faucet or whatever, you drink from your faucet to fill up a different water bottle in a different station that's the kitchen or something, or your fridge that pretends to have a filter. You give Jeff Bezos more money for his rocket to blow up just to filter your water when the EPA already do it better by putting your own pee-pee, and the dinosaurs too, and their own pee-pee especially, and their poo-poo and who knows what else back in the water. And then when everybody in homeless is abusing like fucking fentanyl community and shit, they go pee-pee on the sidewalk and shit, and hopefully that just goes back into the ocean. We let the fish deal with that, so hopefully we're safe from that. But if a homeless person ever manages to get into a bathroom they shouldn't be allowed in because they're just gonna either get stuck or fucking do heroin in it, when I really mean it's fentanyl. Nobody fucking even knows what heroin is anymore except for when it's hero wine. Not a Minecraft op, not Hero Brian. Hero wine meaning a woman hero, beautiful, sexy person who has a beautiful bathroom, but when she enroll in like Chipotle service, she have to clean this sticky ass man bathroom that even with fentanyl members banned, it's all like they peeing everywhere. And this is the EPA studying exactly the best work that they do, hopefully, is woman peeing back in our water so we can at least drink woman pee-pee recycle when the dinosaurs did it first, bitch.
And I also appreciate your commitment to clean water specifically. In fact, you said it very well on a Maha action call just last month that, quote, when I turn the tap on and when every American turns the tap on, there should be confidence in what's in your drinking water. And exactly. I think that's a value that we all share.
Put truth in the drinking water.
I wanted to ask you, while I have you here, if you've been receiving complaints or if you are aware of folks reaching out about data center construction impact on drinking water quality.
Oh yeah, all these fucking idiots are like, so they're gonna do an AI, build another data center. For some reason, all these robots want to drink up PP value, water, woman, fucking EPA, verified, protected, marrying PP back into that shit too. And if I live in local community of not Langley pushing themselves over here like SpongeBob slowly for the bullworm in Alaska, which paid fucking too much money for milk back in the day, but we finally solved that out. So anyway, as Alaska finally gives up on its Ukraine psyop and fucking just pisses and comes and has a great time, they finally get their milk prices, whatever. We never hear about that victory, but now we gotta wait for fucking Langley to slowly push they slow ass all the way over to Washington State community, because I have to stay here to drink Marin's pee-pee because the most awesome optimal pee-pee back in this local EPA. It's the only way I can access the best water in the nation that nobody else. Well, they have their own EPA for their own station. That's why we deploy EPA here and here and here, and that's why we have EPA HRT deployed across the entire world. So even fucked up members of France can learn from their mistakes. They get better PP water and intelligence in their brain from the water that they drink for their own community. Be like, damn, if the men are like doing rape in the like weirdest gay way possible, then maybe they should charge the other rapists with rape so that nobody else has to deal with it. Hashtag thank you, France. That's for fucking Paul Revere's horse. He's still being missing though. So even with all the PP op in the world, we are secretly searching for the missing fucking horse from like some time ago. I don't know. I hope that horse is still alive, even though 3-hole balaclava knocked on the door and was like, open up. You did a DOI on a horsey flipping off the fucking SOE. Time to repent. And they steal our first intelligence agency, which was a fucking horsey. It was Paul Revere's horse. That's not a car. That's not a vessel that the fucking Navy can make other than the fucking new tugboat finally. But moving on from that.
You're aware. And what are some of the things that you're seeing and hearing?
So one of, I think, the biggest concerns is related to water availability, which is why we recently relaunched the Water Reuse Action Plan 2.0 to focus on ensuring
And if
that
you didn't guys know,
whether it's
there is
data
a lot
centers.
of water around sometimes in the ocean. But fucking straight up Hormuz, we got all the idiots with the worst Peepee and shit in the world, being Iran, not as a country but a regime. The Iran civilians are doing a great job too. We got EPA secretly deployed there, but not to leak any too much information. They get great PP too, but not Iran regimes type shit, cause they locking up all they shit in the sewer of what they trying to fucking control and be like, hey, can you guys hurry up with, yo, I finally want peace. I agreed, even though I was doing all this hard ass shit before when Khomeini blew up the first time and volunteered basically to do it for having stupid PP, worst PP in the world, blow him up because he asked for it. So now we send him the minifig Lego of the missile. And then Pete's like, wait guys, there's salt in the ocean water. And that's what we made the fucking tugboat for, guys.
Anything about water quality, though?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Are there any complaints? I mean, are you observing any negative impacts on data center construction on water quality for Americans?
I forgot.
I don't think anything like that's been raised to my attention.
Al Green or whatever.
I would like to
Weird
do so. A
lesbian
few
Al.
weeks ago, while Congress was in recess, I visited Morgan County, Georgia.
Yeah, fucking Congress. So why does local Congress get their own playground, go recess, go fucking nap all day? That's why I gotta fucking like teach the people the real shit, just because they won't fucking respond to my email and know how to get past my like secret breaching code that I fucking put in the goddamn newsletter. You just pay fucking Trump like $2 for his secret clandestine newsletter. If you want to be able to contact me on my phone, it's in there, guys. It was a funny joke. I don't know if anyone got it though, because they didn't want to pay Trump $2 because he put memorial people on the thing and thought it was like fucked up or something, too edgy. Or like, what the fuck is going on? We got the CIA over here not saying anything about this. They're the CIA, and that's like the letters C, I, and A. So where's the PP water going? Anyway, we still can't find the horsey. That's why we're doing this shit. So either team up, help us find the horsey, and get the fucking salt in or out of our water, because salt's in the ejaculate too. But it's gotta come from Ukraine, so we can do the drones.
Is building a massive data center campus. They are clear-cutting forests and began heavy construction, including explosive blasting. And families in the area are starting to see not only their water pressure decrease, to your point about water availability, but their appliances are have all stopped working because it is decimating their water quality. They now rely on bottled water to drink and prepare meals.
Dude, that's what I did when fucking Marin spawned in my car. I really don't know why I was such a fan of water bottle community back then. Oh wait, cause I was thirsty as hell, ho. And when you ride in a fucking car that's not a horsey, like all day and spawn a Marin in your car to basically solve everything for everyone forever, you drink a lot of water, and I gotta smoke a cig sometimes and be sexy in this way and drink water. So what? I could have bought a bunch of milk jugs also filled with water, but what, I want to waste my time and fucking ass on fucking sitting at home filling up like water in containers I don't have the ordinance for, rather than going to fucking wherever I got all the water bottles from. I don't even remember. That is funny though. I did have a lot of water bottles as proof. I drink a lot of water sometimes, but these days I'm learning from Elisa post gargle Liu. I can also not need to drink a lot of water sometimes if I just hold in my PP for the maximum EPA I give back for my local government, just to make sure if the local Congress finally wake up and they like super smart now, because they were like now having the new upgraded water, they can finally reply to my SWAT email, be like, I don't know, and then I'm be like, fuck, alright, and then I'm just gonna, I don't know, do something else, but that's okay. Can't confirm or deny shit, but Marin hella sexy, and I don't know, I sent her a picture of someone who looked like Marin from Mars farting on Instagram. I can't really tell because everything could be secretly AI these days. If we secretly actually are giving the AI the secret smart PP water sauce mixtures, some shit that could all be fake. So I'm hitting up Marin these days, being like, Marin, is this you cyber stalking me, or is this a fake robot? Where is my Peepee actually going? Because I specifically have consented only to it going to the places it needs to, and not a fucking grok machine AI thing we already solved a million years ago, because Ukraine is still flying it around.
Nearby residents' water bills are expected to increase by 33%.
I don't know if they even want to be anymore.
In fact, I have a jar right here. This is the current drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia.
Dang, look at that shit.
Right after a data center.
Oh wait, shit. Even on the non-toilet person video, it's actually worse, but whatever.
The clean water and this
saving the community.
was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's
the hell, guys.
situation.
Oh, that's just coffee, and that's why fucking CIA is playing with Legos, doing all that other weird coffee kinky shit.
Most of us can agree that
I didn't know they were gonna do that too.
Are drinkable.
No, it's coffee. It's very drinkable. It's very good, and CIA basically invented it just to make fucking, I don't know, something better to do while we still look for Paul Revere's fucking stupid ass horses that might have died by now. Which would be very sad, but at least then we could move on to drinking, I don't know, the next best coffee. I don't know. They're gonna come out with some bullshit that, like, it will be kind of cool or something, but we'll finally realize that maybe all along, I don't know, we should have been drinking the better coffee or drinking the better water. They got it under control. Or not, fake it for 2 seconds just to make me look for a dead horsey again. They already got 2 shit bricks. They got all the fucking Legos in the world. They could have faked fucking anything to rebuild anything, because they just want to play with Legos from the other video from last day, and that was the funniest thing I could come up with, bitch, because yeah, it's fucking, like, I don't know, they just stupid. They baby out, but that actually means smart, but not in a weird way.
Now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house.
In a smart coffee way, because you look sexy drinking coffee. Coffee is a stimulant.
Now, I'm curious if the EPA plans any investigations on how data centers are
related to the coffee bean, but the cocoa bean is related to cocaine, and the cocoa coffee bean, Cocahanus. And in Coca-Cola, they actually used to make it out of fucking dick juice, but now they replace it with the CIA's Peepee, because it's like better than the meth that everyone invested fucking blue pill in or some shit, just meaning fentanyl again, I don't know. So the CIA has to figure out the next best thing to, like, secretly piss into the EPA and the AI at the same time. But the AI, it doesn't ruin the coffee. It just is also like, hey, I'm AI. I don't need water because I'm a fucking robot. And that's a completely different window of context that is not my ordinance to explain. They're still trying to figure out. They investigating still. Are we deploying it in the military? The AI? Yes or no?
Affecting water quality and availability. I understand what you said about the rule, but are there going to be any open investigations on this issue?
So as soon as I get back to the office, I will be looking into exactly what you've just talked about, because anywhere, whether it is
mediocrely Peepee, so mildly not bad, it's kind of annoying. Miss Kramer, she got a bottle of water right there. Why? So this is interesting because she drinking water sometimes. Other people be drinking coffee. Maybe it's because she dressed in white, but you can't tell because my picture colored all fucking Peepee color. But I swear she's wearing a white, sexy ass fucking jacket. So maybe she don't want to accidentally spill a coffee stain on it, because people are gonna be like fucking judging us for, like, I don't know, having fun and shit. They're gonna, like, assume Elisa Liu did some weird shit too and everything, and they're gonna be like mad at us for having fun playing in the mud or wrestling type shit or doing shit kink or drinking coffee and accidentally spilling it, because what, we're human beings, we're not a fucking robot. We don't need to give robot water center. What the fuck? Why would a robot need to drink all our water when everyone's such a fan of also recognizing that the fans of the data center are too loud to keep the heat down type 2? And then, fucking, I don't even want to fucking testify anymore. I don't have time.
whatever type of construction it is a priority to ensure that water quality standards established by EPA are being met. And so we'll be looking into that certainly.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that because I think this is of utmost importance, and we're seeing this happening across the country. I'd also like to ask about the administration's push to build more data centers by fast-tracking construction. Because the administration's been issuing executive orders to fast-track data center construction when we know that water quality is encountering major issues. Are there any mandates for data centers to do water quality?
I just drank the last of my water from the glass of water that I brought. I remember the last time I chose to fucking get up just like Powell did. From this seat and whatever to get more water, and then I came back, and that's how I made the first video on the NSA channel. So help us God, but also Goddess. And like, I hope Maren can finally figure out, did she like take a picture like somehow in a bubble of herself, not have it be AI water generated, because AI doesn't need water to drink. Real picture of Maren looking all sexy in the bubble community, and then go pop my brain. So I have to send it to Maren to like adhere my no contact whatever order. Nobody can contact me. Of course they go to bed theory. Fucking whatever. So if Maren wants to verify that that is actually her, and she's cyber stalking me, well, I don't know. I might send that to court and be like, hey guys, is she trying to do a vulnerability tactic to make the water better? When she already working so fucking hard for her juice community. So the EPA, at least I forget that they have their fucking HRT to, like, god damn it. Fuck, dude. I can't believe I forgot about the underrated EPA fucking SWAT team. They deployed 48 hours a day. Can you believe that? God damn it. The poor fucking EPA SWAT team not getting enough attention. So Maren has to reveal that she was cyber stalking them the whole time. To be like, I've been PPing over here actually. Where the fuck is the EPA SWAT team at then? Fuck local Congress. I don't care about waiting for this shit. They gotta sleep for another 2,000 or 3,000 fucking years until Monday comes, and it's still Saturday. Are you fucking kidding me? People go to church on Sunday. And we supposed to be praying for like, what? 24/7 SWAT when they only get deployed like sometimes. But the EPA has been PPing as SWAT all along.